What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Unique 340 Gamers Forever, and what I'm here to talk to y'all about is Madden 2018 gameplay settings. So pretty much, apparently, Madden then came out with a new update, right? A lot of people been complaining about things that happens in the game. It's not conducive to you playing it right, right? Hold on, let me get the camera right. Trying this live app that I'm trying. So we gonna see if this works. Alright, see how security account showing you enable. Not now, don't feel like it. Right, so just waiting for it to start up, pretty much. The new roster, you can play online games unless you have the latest version. Yep, download that. Alright, so dismiss this. We've been getting a lot of people complaining about the gameplay of this game, right? They've been complaining about. Let me see if I can get this whole screen in there for y'all. Yeah, there we go. I don't want y'all to miss none of this action. and pretty much, I wanted to showcase something. Oh, today we're gonna talk about running the ball. So I'm gonna pick a team. That's pretty much. Let me see what they did with my. First off, let me see what they did with my rosters. Right. Gameplay has been, as we all know, has been an issue with Madden. Would you believe me if I told you that every situation, every issue, every problem that a person has been corrected 4 or 5 years ago in Madden? It's been corrected 4 or 5 years ago. Right, 99% of the problems have been corrected. There's only one problem that I deem, and I'm not even going to mention it right now, that I see that I hate, but no one seems to be doing anything about that. Let me see my roster. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. They be killing me every time I do that updated roster. Let's go ahead and load up. I'm gonna erase that official, but I'm gonna leave it on there. All right, cool. So now it should be fixed. There we go. All right, cool. Right, so we're gonna talk about running the ball. So what I'm gonna do, we just gonna start a game real fast. Custom game. We're gonna pick the Raiders. They got a good running back now. I think they got a good running back against, where's my boy at? The Cowboys, right? And so I'm gonna play with the Raiders. And if the rosters is updated, it should have my man in there. Yeah, y'all who know who he is. He retired early, came back, so it should have him in there. The gameplay been corrected on Madden since, and you notice I'm playing on All Pro. I'm gonna tell y'all reason why, right? Because it's a reason for that. We can go ahead and start this game. The gameplay been corrected on Madden since the start of 2010. 2009 we didn't have control. 2008 not really. 7 on pass. But since 2010, it's been corrected. Like it hasn't been any issues with Madden. You all buy the game, you put it in, you start playing it, you experience a lot of issues. That's not the way to do it. When they release these games, when they release the product to the market, they releasing it catering to every type of gamer. So if you're an arcade style gamer and they release it and they got simulation components, you're not going to be happy. Vice versa, if you're a simulation style player and you playing the game and it got arcadish type components, you're not going to be happy, right? So in order for you to get the best experience out of your game, you have to set it to your settings. If you're a simulation type gamer, you got to dominantly set it to simulation. I ain't talking about that setting when you turn Madden 18 on to say, arcade simulation, or they give you the third option. I'm not talking about that. That's not the case. Yes, that plays a part in it, but it's not the overall picture. You got to set your total game up, your complete game up. Let's hear some of this. Give me some. Can I turn the surround on? There we go.
Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, and now more than ever, it's a passing league. We know that. And as Larry hit onto the open, we've got a couple of great passers squaring off here this afternoon.
And usually the discussion centers in on how they're going to compete against the opposite defense. But you and I had a nice little chat with one of these guys in this game.
Get kickoff going, and then we're finished talking about it, y'all.
Competing against the opposite quarterback. If I play better than he does, I think my team has an advantage.
Yo,
there
we go. New Madden 18, y'all. I know a lot of people ain't excited as me because they ain't got y'all don't have your settings set up right. All right, so let's turn it down a little bit.
They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick in the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State.
For a fourth-round selection, Dak Prescott looked as comfortable as a rookie quarterback.
Right.
From
all right, and so bottom line is that if you were a simulation type game player and you got arcade style elements in your game, then you're not going to be happy with it because, and then a lot of other problems that come in is like the clipping, the morphing, the doing all these things. Like, that's an issue. That's an issue with this game. It's always been an issue. Boom. Hit them legs. Take them up top. It's always an issue with this game. Now, y'all going to see amazing plays in this game because I got my settings set up to complete overhaul. To complete overhaul. They got this thing called Sky, and I'm not going to take the credit for it. One of my YouTube buddies, Versus, called it Skynet. And I couldn't agree with him more. Skynet is a system embedded into the game that allows the computer to take over 65% of your game, right? And that 65% makes up for the elements that we have no control over. Size and weight of players, right? Awareness of defensive versus route running of offensive players, right? Defensive adjustments on the field. So for instance, if you run in one play all game, with Skynet on, you can run that play as many times as you want because Skynet is not designed to make a realistic football game. It's designed to make the closest game, period. So it's not going to make it realistic. And so when you experience those things in your Madden football game, you get frustrated. You want to throw your game system out the window, the whole nine, right? You got to learn how to turn these features off and make it a raw game, which means that you turn Skynet off, which is the computer robots that control your game. You turn it off. And once you turn that off, everything matters. Matchups matter. Everything plays a part. Everything plays a part. Your defense is going to make adjustments to different situations and situational football. Everything's going to play its part. If you got a cornerback on the field that's, say, like his speed is an 86, I got a receiver on the field whose speed is like a 92. Naturally, he's going to be faster than that dude, right? Naturally, he's going to be faster than the receiver that I got on the field. I'm sorry, the defender that's on the field. And when you turn Skynet off, it makes those situational matchups makes a difference in the game. Whereas though, if you see that, this is Ezekiel Elliott, so they running the ball. So that makes a difference in the game. Let's go ahead and stop that so I can show y'all what's going on. And how it's been fixed. So you got, take a look at the line, right? Naturally, this is clearly the offense got the higher hand, and then he ran. So when he hiked the ball, everybody pick up a man in natural motion like they're supposed to. Number 71 go up there and grab him. Number 72 grab that dude. Like they picked up everybody. And when the offensive line play like they supposed to play and pick up everybody, and there's no suction tackling going on, so he not just gonna magically come off this dude and grab him because Skynet told him so. This is not gonna happen. He gonna run right past him because he tied up, right? But you notice he didn't hold him either. He let him go because everything plays a part. He runs into the back of his man, but there's no suction tackling. So if he missed that tackle, he missed it, right? He tackling, right? Everything plays a part. You gonna run past him. He's out of angle. He actually turned his body. Look at that. All that is crazy right there. He turned his body. The actual players on the field are aware that there's people in front of them. You see, that's the components when you turn Skynet off. That's how your game play. And when you see stuff like that happen, you can deal with that. If they score a touchdown on you, or if they score a good play, you can deal with that type stuff, right? Now, there's advantages and there's disadvantages. Like,
not necessarily the hands, but just throwing it to him more, getting him into open space. He can make even more big plays doing that.
This is a run-heavy team, so they're going to run heavy, right? I mean, they got some weapons on the offense, but they're going to run heavy. You know, and so with the settings that I've created, like I created it from 2010. I was trying these settings out since 2010, 11, 12, just trying to perfect it. And then when they switched over to the Frostbite engine, it made, got me. See, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's the type of stuff. That's the fire in the man that I'm talking about. Did you see the play? Did you see the play? That's the fire that I'm talking about, guys. Like, when you that type stuff don't just happen automatically. You gotta make this type stuff happen in your game. I mapped out that whole play. He got me on the fake because I thought he was running the ball, right? He got me on the fake. I came back. Wasn't nobody pick me up. Smacked the crap out of him. Seen my safety out there. Made a play on the ball. Made a play on the ball. Let's go and take a look at it and see how it broke down. So here's the dude I'm controlling right here. That's the dude I'm controlling, okay? He hikes the ball, and I initially, I went for him. I was going, and I realized, he don't have the ball. So I came back. I'm still controlling him. I came back. I said, okay, let me make the biggest hit on this dude in history. And back out. Got him as he threw the ball. That was going to be a super sack. When I got him, next thing I do, I switch to this dude. Let me show y'all. Where you at? Number 21. There you go. Where'd the ball go at? I did switch to him. So I switched to this dude. Now this is how the defense read this whole play. Number 42. Right? He paddling down the field. He looking at the whole play. He looking at it. He got his eyes on the quarterback the whole time, if you notice. Whole time. Because everybody else covered. Everybody else covered. They got a man on him. They got a man on him. If he'd have thrown it to number 11 earlier, then if he'd have thrown it to number 52, he probably could have got it right there. It'd have been a battle for it, but he probably could have got it off. But he didn't. He went for the gusto. He goes for number 88, naturally. And then I read that, and my man said he ain't react before he got the ball out. They're saying he reacted after the ball was in the air. See the ball in the air? Now he react. Boom, 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 boom. Check it out. Interception. It's going to intercept it. It's not going to cheese you. It's not going to act like he ain't just do that. It's going to do everything it's supposed to do. Period. Right? But back to the issue at hand. Those are the type of moments that you can get out of your gameplay that looks very... And let's just take a look at the line real quick. Take a look at the line just to make sure that the line was doing its thing, which it did. It sold the fake like crazy. Boom. He stopped. Look at number 70. Look at number 70 shift over when he know the dude about to come off number 72. Look at number 70 shift over when the dude about to come off at 72. Boom. Shift over. Got him. Everybody being blocked out. And I just ran right past number 72. He wasn't paying attention. And I got in there. Boom. Right? Interception. It would have been a nice touchdown play had I not had that. Had I picked any other play, that would have been a touchdown play. All right. So you got a little bit of defense explained when we spoke and talking about running. But the bottom line of this game is the fact that Marshawn Lynch on the field, baby. It's the fact that the game, like they're going to adjust. The game going to adjust as it goes along. Players get tired naturally. They got to make subs. Like all that stuff plays a part. You're not going to just keep running the same play over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And your dude not getting tired. Right? He's not a robot up there. It's supposed to be a human being when you're playing simulation football. If you like more of an arcade style football, then that's a different story. But if you're playing Madden, you like simulation football, unless you would be playing like NFL Jam or something. NFL Jam. So let's take a look at it. You ain't got to worry about no phony plays, nothing acting stupid. Y'all going to see amazement. We're going to just play for a minute. This is going to be my last replay in a second because we got to get the flow of the game going. But you notice that the defense, boom, the offensive line picking everybody up. Number 90 got through there. He adjusts to the player that's in front of him so he won't run directly into him. Covered the ball up. You know, like all this is playing a part. Like it looks gorgeous the way this is playing out, y'all. I don't see nobody doing stupid things like just out in space somewhere, not reacting to the play. I don't see none of that going on. Right? Even number 13, right there. I mean, number 73. Look at him. When the dude beat number 15 up here, number 73 picks him straight up. You see that? He goes right to him. He tried to pick him up, but he was too slow. But he tried to do it. You know, like that stuff. That all this play, like you can actually play a game where it really matters. Now see, they playing up off of him, which is. I knew that was coming. They read the whole play. I said it through the ball, but he read the whole play the whole time.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
With an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with?
It's crazy. Defense read this whole play. I thought he was playing off. They just fake out. He pressed up on him. And then he stayed there looking at the QB, looking at my man. You see how he look? Just look at the defender. Look at his actions. He's looking at the QB. He looked at my dude, and my dude started cutting. And he saw that. And then he looked back at the QB, and I threw the ball. And then he made a play. After he threw it, then he made a play on the ball like it's supposed to happen in real life. Like it's supposed to happen in real life. That's how that played out. Wasn't no cheesy moment. The computer didn't mimic my route. No, none of that, you know. And those are things that you guys experience. Like if you look at just settings in your game now, 9 times out of 10, the computer is mimicking your player's route before you even get the route off. No mismatches happen. Everybody run at the same pace, same speed. It's pretty much decided by Skynet. That's how your games are being played. That's why I don't play online play, because we don't have any control over all that stuff. They give you a certain type of settings online, and that's what everybody go off of. Which ain't bad, because it's like that's when it gets more into simulation. I mean, arcade style football. It's not bad, you know, if you that type of player. And a lot of people play Madden in the arcade style world. I'm a simulation baller. That's what I like to do. I like to play simulated football. I like to expose mismatches and matchups. And if my defensive line is more dominant than your offensive line, then that's supposed to be exposed in the game. You need to make that adjustment. Right? And they adjusting for Marshawn Lynch. You notice he not just getting that stuff off, and it's on All Pro, guys. This is gameplay on All Pro based on all the other settings. I threw a hard one. I was supposed to throw it over his head. That was my bad. I wish I'd have threw it over his head so y'all could have seen that play out. Yeah, I just threw 2 picks online. Don't even worry about that. Like I say, we make adjustments in the game and it plays out. And they doing what the Dallas Cowboys supposed to be doing, though. You notice that, right? They running the ball. That's their strong point right now. And their running game, the Raiders' run defense. I normally play with the Broncos. Is much weaker than the Broncos' run defense. Like, it's bananas. It's crazy. And this is on, I can't stress enough, this is on All Pro, coupled with the Skynet settings off. Coupled with the Skynet settings off. You know, if you want these settings, and if you guys can really see a difference in the gameplay, like if you're the analytical type baller like I am, and if you really can see a difference, and you do want a better game, and you want a game that's going to be more authentic, then you definitely want to hit me up for my settings. You definitely want to hit me up for my settings. Send me an inbox message or something. Right? If it wasn't so many of them, it'd have been a little bit better. No, I'm gonna showcase. I'm not gonna show everything in this video. I'm gonna just show everything. I'm gonna show little by little. All right, let's see what the coach suggesting. He's suggesting some passes. Suggesting some passes. So now notice Crabtree. Look how far he playing off. If he come up, Crabtree gonna burn him, but he not. There it is. I knew the middle of the field was going to be open because the safety bit on Crabtree. Safety bit on Crabtree. So I knew the middle of the field was going to be open. Let me show y'all this. No worries. We're going to put it just like they had it. Boom. Look at the safety. Look at that safety. He go right over there to Crabtree and leave the middle of the field wide open. Ain't nobody going to morph into position to stop this play. None of that's going to happen. He going to catch that ball, and if he wouldn't have got clipped up, he'd have kept going in stride. Boom. So that's how it happens, y'all.
Routes and underneath routes. I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls.
Now that we open up the field,
creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over
now that we open up the field, we get ready to show y'all. It's just a bad decision right here. And don't be forcing it.
The play clock's running down. Carr now on first down. And he'll get the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he works it to the 30.
Make adjustments.
Right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
Make adjustments. Hopefully, I can get this over the top near the corner of that power route right there, where that A post route end. Oh my gosh, this dude. Did he really though? Are you? And look, that's just. That's just gameplay situation. Now, a lot of people say, man, that's phony. He's supposed to fumble that game. He wasn't supposed to fumble that ball. That is crazy. That's bananas. They just know I was going. Like, they say all that tough stuff. I ran right into the dude. If I'd have stepped up into the pocket instead of stepping sideways into the pocket.
In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post game.
Let me show y'all so y'all won't think that, you know, and as long as it's right, I can deal with it. If it stopped being right, I can't deal with it. Now I see him. He coming through. And look, this is how the ball fumbled, right? It didn't just come out his hand. He come in, he got the ball all up in this man's chest plate. All up in this man's chest plate when he stepped in too close. And then the defender hit me, and because the body, the arms, all this stuff plays a part, he ain't gonna morph. It can't morph through him. It can't. On these settings, the ball won't morph through a defender. So boom, it comes out. It comes out. And I ain't noticed that the ball was out until it was too late. And I tried to get it with number 73, but it was too late. So that's the reason it fumbled, and I can deal with that because he ain't had no business being that close to his defender anyway. So I can deal with that. I can deal with that, and then life goes on, you know. So that's the type of stuff that happens inside the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and now we notice what we notice in here is that the Dallas Cowboys is the dominant factor in this game. Ezekiel Elliott having his way. That's pretty much what's going on. Ezekiel Elliott having his way, and the defense is holding their own against my offense.
This will be taken in after one. And will be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now back onto the field, here comes the Cowboys defense. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, there are 3 turnovers.
Just step up in the pocket. All you gotta do is step up in the pocket.
For the entire team, creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead.
And Marshawn Lynch, he ain't doing diddly squat right now.
They start the drive with Lynch.
Come on, Marshawn. If he could turn up that field.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go again.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, Probably need about a half-size Sparrow to complete that.
I think Cooper going.
Throwing his car on third down. Try to lay one up deep.
I threw it too hard, too high. See the defense. If you get a if you look at this, guys, this is crazy. This is on All Pro, man. Now y'all probably thinking like this dude just sucked. No, it's not that. I'm telling y'all. What it is that the game is adjusting to. They can see it. They can see that if you make mistakes, you're making mistakes. Period. I threw the ball too high. I take that. I should have just bulleted it in there. You know, I floated that joint up thinking that it wasn't going to, you were standing back there. You're going to pay for your mistakes. You got to play this game like it's supposed to be played. So I'm going to start up a new game, and I'm going to show y'all some other different things on the aspects. But let's, if you like what you're seeing on the field, you want these settings, I'll let me guys, and I'll talk to y'all later. It's your boy, Unique 340. Game is forever. We'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.